who's live. Well, hello. We are live. Hi, everyone. We have an exciting show today. Super excited about today's show. Hello. We are starting a little early because we're just excited and we have a great guest. So we are going to tune in a moment for our guest, Loyalty Wines. Hopefully you all have something amazing you're sipping on. So hopefully your Thirsty Thursday is going well. You have something delicious in your cup. Oh, and look who just joined.
Hello.
Hey, look who it is.
How y'all?
Yay!
Yes.
It's Bartender Ben.
And you know what I do? My favorite thing.
Pew, 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 pew.
Favorite thing.
So excited. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
We're talking to Josh today.
From Loyalty Wines.
What?
Outstanding.
It's going to be a humdinger of time.
Yeah.
Talking to Josh. He is super amazing, super awesome, all the things. So quite the adventure we're going to have today with him. So woo, woo. We are just waiting for Josh. I know we're early because, again, better early than late, right? Is that what they say?
I think so.
So let's check in with Bartender Ben. Bartender Ben, how have you been?
Oh man, I've been good. I'm trying to tune in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cheers to you. Oh no! Look! He's cheersing, toasting, all these things. Cheers! That's okay. That's all right. Cheers. Cheers. So, how's your week been? How's everything going?
I'm cool.
Right.
I'm cool.
Well, we have been,
Yeah.
I know, not doing a lot of the podcasts for everybody here, but we've been doing a lot of great things. I think it's because your phone case is on. Your phone case is thick. So we've been doing a lot of like these shows, and like we went to Alabama most recently, and I know you had a good time in Alabama. I had a good time, and we were Coast FM, and we had, I think, one of the most eye-opening experiences there. We talked to some amazing people. It was just, I don't know. What are your thoughts about Alabama?
It was way less racist than I expected.
Very true. Alabama was like that.
Yes, the people were extremely nice.
They were.
Extremely nice.
Yeah. It was just like a breath of fresh air. The weather was good, like surprisingly, right? Like it was maybe like 70 degrees. I was expecting it to be like 90, 100, humidity, just hot the entire time. But it wasn't. It was just cool breezes, sunshine. Like it was just amazing. And then we were at a wine festival.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the wine festival?
Crush Wine Festival. OMG.
Crush. We crushed it.
We did. So, it was interesting that Coach Fam set up this picture backdrop.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. It had at one side it was like floral, like flowers and grass on it. Looked really, really nice. And the other side was a backdrop made out of the red labels from the Cabernet. So it was pretty cool. Seeing how they set it up. We poured a lot of wine. We had a lot of fun. Got real lit. It was really, really cool. Hopefully we'll be there next year.
So if there's wine festivals you know about, let us know. Like, we want to be there. Sorry, my lipstick is like sticking to me right now. We want to be there. We want to be not square. We want to come to your wine festivals. We want to be there. We want to be a part of it. we want to learn more about wine. Like, that's what we're here for. So keep us posted. Let us know.
Invite us. So
Yeah. Want to pull up. Like, and speaking of which, another event we did was with pull up wines.
Yes.
Or excuse me, pull up cards.
Yes.
And that was last weekend. And you made the internet of HBCUs 2 times. Like, as an honorary HBCU alum, like, you literally have gone viral.
I love it.
Do you know why you gone viral?
I don't know, but please let me know why.
Okay, you gone viral because, one, you had the most amazing quote, apparently, from a PO-Up interview. Do you know what your quote was?
What, to come fight me about the Uno thing?
Yes.
Yes.
The best game ever for PO-Up.
Yes.
If you don't believe him, come fight him. He said what he said. So that went viral. And then, oh look, our guest is here. But then the other time he went viral was last weekend. He had the best card picked, where basically the card was about which HBCU had the best women. And there was a debate. And it was Howard versus Spelman. So,
and we can open that up to the floor here.
Yes. But we got our special guest here.
We do. Let's go ahead and
So, yes, Josh is here. So, we're going to come to you, Josh. We're so excited. Oh, my gosh. Yes. Hey. Okay, it's connected.
There you go.
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey.
How you doing?
Man.
Doing good.
Just one of the best winemakers in the land.
What's up?
How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How you
Salute, you know?
doing? Yeah, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and pop before we go ahead and start, you know. So I see y'all already sipping on y'all's. So I'm gonna go ahead.
Right, go ahead and break the seal.
Yeah. I might.
Yes, come on with it. Let
I might-
everybody see. This is,
So
oh, wow, you got the red. Which one are you opening right now?
right now I'm gonna do the rosé.
Oh.
Yeah, I can only do it right. You know, it's the rosé. You know, the rosé hour. So might as well pop the rosé.
I failed the plan.
I mean, if
Yes.
you're going to do it with the best.
Right.
Let Jesus use you, my son. Pull it up. Oh, my God. Do you guys see how it pours?
Look at that.
When the light hit the ice, it twinkles and glistens. Look at that rosé.
It's a good quality stuff.
Oh my gosh, yes. Well, cheers.
Yes.
Josh, you are here.
Yes.
Yay. Yes. So we got to ask. And, you know, we had you on the podcast for one of the episodes, and we know we talked about it already, but how did you guys get into the wine industry? You know, like, it is not an easy industry. It is considered a white man's industry, an old white man's industry. How did you all get into it? Because, like, you come from, like, Jay Prince and, you know, rap a lot and all. Like, how'd y'all do this?
No, that's an interesting story. You know, I know we talked about it in the past, but I'm gonna just, you know, make it fast. So,
Take
I was
your time, like it's church. Take your time.
No, so I was at one of my cousin's events. It was a mob ties event, and Jay pulled up. So the guy was sponsoring the event was he was sponsoring called Monet. And so it's like cognac, you know. He was like, "Hey, can you think you give me a picture with Jay Prince?" And I was like, hold on. He said, can you get a picture with Jay Prince holding the bottles? And I was like, you know, nah, he's not gonna really do it because he don't really drink liquor, you know. So later on that night, you know, me and the guy, his name is Alex, by the way, we connected, and so we exchanged numbers. He called me maybe a week later. He was like, hey, remember you telling me? Oh, I told him that Jay only drink wine. So he called me a week later, and he was like, I remember you telling me Jay like wine, and I got a wine connect inside France, and so we could make him a wine. You know, at the time we didn't know it was going to be 4 wines. We were just thinking of a wine, and so I made some calls. Called his son, baby Jay, and he told Jay, and maybe like 2 months later we had the first meet. Told Alex, hey, look, you know, we finna meet Jay. You know, go ahead and bring out everything that you can do, because Jay at this point, Jay already tried to do wine and it didn't really work out the first time. So told him, hey, look, I got a guy who actually know what he's doing. He's into the liquor scene, you know, the liquor business, everything like that, you know. So, you know, we had the meeting that night, and he impressed all of us, you know, because I'm learning myself as well, you know. So he impressed all of us that night, and Jay really wanted to start that night, you know. In fact, we weren't gonna leave the table until we came up with a name. That's how, you know, that's how ready he was ready to do it, you know. So we came up with the name Loyalty, and then this is all 2019, by the way. I met him in 2018. We started in 2019. The whole summer we trying to design a bottle and everything like that to see, you know, what we can do. After that, when we designed the bottles, the pandemic happened, of course, and it kind of pushed us back a little bit. So the whole time we still design the bottle, trying to figure out, you know, we tasted the wine first. I'm sorry, I'm going too fast. We tasted the wine. They flew us in, shipped us in maybe 20 to 30, somewhere around there, different types of wine. And we end up making these after maybe trying it twice. You know, we tried like maybe, like I say, 20 to 30 different types of wine, and that's what we came up with, this and the Rosé and the Gold as well. And yeah, it was a fun process doing that whole year. Then, like I said, the pandemic happened, pushed us back a little bit, but it didn't really set us back. You know, we still know he's gonna push forward. Of course, you know, it's the old man, you know, it's Jay. So when he set his mind to something, we were gonna do it one way or another. So that's what we did.
Wow. Okay, I know you got, because like he is a huge fan of Jay Prince. Okay, like he read the book like 17 times. He like subscribes to everything Jay Prince, like everything, the whole. You know how it is. So like, I know you got a question. I
have several, sir. My first question is, through your entrepreneur journey with wines, like, what was the most eye-opening thing that you learned, like, going into the wine industry? Like, I know you know music, I know you're around that all the time, but wine's a whole different beast. Like, what
Man,
you're
competing with a lot of brands, so you have to make sure that your brand, you got to try to figure out what you could do to make your brand stick out, you know, attract the audience attention. That was the main focus that me and Alex really wanted to bring, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, how can we make our bottles or anything different from everybody else's? Because it's 100 million wines out there, you know. And so it was really, like I say, all about the design, you know. So that was
like the crest.
Yeah, it's 3D.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm in Kroger's one day. I went to Kroger's, went to Specs, went to a couple of spots, you know. And I'm like, man, what can you know I do to make the Loyalty different from everybody else's, you know, or the wine? Because at this point, we was gonna start off with 2, but we end up just doing the whole collection, basically. Like, you know, we got to have some Rosé and we got to have the Brut as well. Unfortunately, I don't have any Brut. I didn't even realize it until you know, I didn't have any Gold. Sir?
You have a Brut Rosé?
No, this is the Rosé right here, but we got a Gold. I don't have any Gold. Brut.
That's it, man.
But no, that's, you know,
like, that's something we didn't even know.
Right.
Everybody love Loyalty watching right now. Let's see if can we pin that?
Yeah, go ahead and pin it. Can you pin it?
No, what's that?
Pin Loyalty, watch it right now. Just press and hold it, and that they're pin watching it. Oh.
Yes. So it was.
Hey.
Yeah. So you know, it's really just, you know, making sure that you attract the audience, and then it's already good quality. So once you attract them to buy them a bottle, they buy it, and then when they taste it, they're like, okay, well, this is actually pretty good. So it's two in one, 2-in-1 combo.
Right. And like, okay, so you have the gold, you have the rosé, you have a cabernet, and there's one more.
The Merlot.
Merlot. So you guys came out the gate with 4 types of wine.
Guns blazing.
Y'all were like, you shooting everybody, like, because most people can't come to market like that.
They like red wine, and us young people, we like rosé and gold. We like to party, and then we like to have mimosas at brunch. So I'm like, well, let's just do all 4 of them. We all agreed on let's do all 4 of them because we can might as well attract every aspect when it comes to the wine. Not just one crowd. It only makes sense. So that's what we did.
That's bananas. Because like we talked to a lot of people, and they're like, yeah, we started here with 1, and then it took us 5 years, and then we got the capital to do another one. I'm just gonna like that is no easy feat, and for anybody watching, like Loyalty Wines, like you have to salute them because to come out with 4, I mean, like I'm broke man from 5th floor, 4 wines like at once. That's huge, and like all the market research, the labeling, the tastings. I would be there for all those tastings just to put that out there because that's a lot of tastings that y'all went through to come out with 4 at once. That's remarkable.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I appreciate it.
I mean, God, dog.
Well, we good team behind us, that's helping us out and everything like that, so marketing team, business partners, everything. They all 100% in, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing when everybody come together and work together.
Yeah. Okay. So now we gotta dive into this rosé. I want to. Because it can't be the rosé out. We go dive in. So this rosé, it is amazing. So you sent us some, and it is our heart journey.
I sent you all 4 of them, correct? Yeah, I did see
you. Did. Well, it's a rosé hour, so we love them all, but we're gonna
stick to the rosé.
Because I mean, I don't even drink red. Like he would tell you, I will use the red for like sangrias and stuff like that.
So I like a red when I'm doing like a steak or something like that, like something real hard. Good red,
We killed that red.
Yeah. So that makes a good product.
Yes. We were at a barbecue, like at our house, and like we pulled out the red, and we were like, okay, we're gonna try it, and it was gone. Like we didn't even realize how quickly it went. It was like literally gone, and I am not a red drinker, so that goes to show how amazing that red is. Because again, I make sangrias with it. He does it with steak. I don't think we even had steak at the barbecue. Like it was like literally a fan favorite. And Loyalty isn't here in the district yet. We gonna talk about that after the show, because y'all gotta get here. But like this rosé. Can you walk people through this rosé, because it is something amazing. It is beautiful. It's beautiful color, taste. How did y'all come up with it?
So they actually sent us maybe 4 different types of rosé. I think one of them was too sweet, almost like a Chardonnay type, and the rest of them was kind of bitter, super bitter.
Yeah.
So, we kind of narrowed it down to this rosé because it wasn't too bitter, it wasn't too sweet. It was really just right. And, everybody love to pop rosé. Like, it's not, it ain't nothing if you're not popping no rosé, So it's not a party if you're not popping no rosé.
Right.
So, no, it was, man, it was a real easy gesture to add to the collection, we, like I said, everybody love Loyalty. I mean, everybody love rosé. So
I
we
mean,
had
that's what our theme song says. Everybody loves Rosé.
loves Rosé, so
Real.
Loyalty too is a good product.
Loyalty
Man.
Rosé. I'm just saying, all day.
Can you see
So,
the bottle again?
you know, it was really organic. You know, like we didn't when we first went to the when we first had the meet. Like I said, we was thinking of one dry wine. That was it, and it ended up being like, you know, Merlot, a Rosé, and the Gold. You know, so it was all, you know, it was all like there at that moment. We decided like, no, we just gonna go ahead and do a whole collection. You know, it only makes sense. You know, especially with everybody that love to drink that type of stuff. You know, so it only makes sense to add the bubblies to it. You know, the Rosé and the Gold. So that's what we did.
Yeah. You were saying,
Okay, can we see the bottle? Because
I might finish it by the time we done with the interview.
we're here for that.
It's-
go like that too, bro.
Right. A
Like,
bottle
yeah.
now.
If y'all look at that bottle, look how amazing how that seal is. Like, it looks just so expensive.
I mean, like, I think of like my
Yes.
birthday, right?
Yeah.
Like, or any celebration, or kind of like a anniversary. Like, anytime I want to like be like special.
Wedding. Yeah, that's a good name too. You know, wedding venues, all of that. You know, loyal people get loyal things, and what's the best way to celebrate it with loyalty?
Yes.
I mean, you gotta be loyal to loyalty. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay,
Yeah.
so we understand like there's been a whole process to get here. Like, you guys have 4 wines now. What's the future looking like? Because I know y'all ain't stopping now.
Yeah, oh, period.
So yeah, of course we're gonna add to the collection in the future. You know, I know women love sweet wine. You know, so you know, in the near future we're gonna add some sweet wines to the collection as well. We almost closing a deal with one of the biggest grocery chains and you know, in Texas. Well, actually in America, but it's only in Texas. I hate to say it, but it is. And
Yeah,
we're gonna,
it is a country.
yeah, so we're gonna try to. We wanted, you know, we're trying to close it before the holidays is up. We're trying to close it before the holidays is. I mean, before the holidays come around, you know. So we're real close. We're real close with doing it. It's called HEB. You know, I don't know if y'all heard of HEB, but anybody that's on live watching it, yeah, we on the lookout for HEB. We almost closing the deal there. So
Okay, so HUB, get your grocery carts ready.
yeah.
The wine aisle.
Mm-hmm.
Stock up with loyalty, because like if we were in Texas, we would do it. We're in DC, we can't.
We expanding. You know, we about to be in Michigan, Florida. You know, it's a lot of states I can't really name off the top of my head, but it's, you know, we closing. You know, we're closing a whole bunch of deals. You know, so it's you know, it's coming along well, and then, you know, hopefully we get in DC soon.
We will help.
We're talking to somebody, a club owner out there in DC, who actually want to bring it in. So he gonna link me in with one of his distributors and stuff like that. So just
Why you probably know who it is too.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna go online. It's who we think it is.
Yeah.
I don't want to say his name wrong because I don't know if he's watching or not, but I ain't gonna say his name.
That's why we're gonna talk about offline.
Yeah.
Say who the plug
The
is.
Will
Never
you?
say plug, never plug everybody. Never do that. We learned the first rule: never say the name out loud.
Facts.
No, but that's amazing because like DC is like, as you can tell, we drink, honey. Like, we do happy hour, we do brunch, we do after brunch, we do before brunch,
Day party.
we do day parties like nobody else. We do night parties. We do the after parties of the parties.
House party.
We do our homecoming. The
Block
homecoming before the homecoming.
Right.
Like, we got lobbyists, myself. Everything we about drinking out here, and coming to DC, we would be happy to have some loyalty because ain't no loyalty out here in the district. So we would love to see some loyalty out here.
Yes, sir.
We need it. I mean, haven't you seen the TV shows?
Yeah.
How about that
So,
life?
for those who who watching, we have a site as well, Loyalty Wines. If y'all really want to try, just go to loyaltywines.com, or you go on the bio and Loyalty Wines, and order some.
And so you ship across the country, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What? So if you're like in Idaho, you can get loyalty wines.
If they have to do it, yeah. But most states do it, so yeah.
So y'all watching, and y'all watching the repeat of this, go to loyaltywines.com, make an order. So you can try this amazing wine. Like, I feel like an infomercial, but it's real because it's so good. Like, usually I don't be going this hard about wines, but this wine is really, really good. Like, usually I'd be like, oh, okay.
Right.
That's a nice wine. This stuff is really good. Like, I didn't make a sangria out of their rate.
You know what
I
was telling you last time. Sometimes I like to mix it and you know, make a little mimosa. So kind of just did that.
Wait. Tell us what you doing. What you doing?
So I mixed my rosé. My rosé.
Strawberry lemonade.
It's raspberry lemonade. It could be strawberry though, but this one raspberry, so it actually goes good. You know, it's kind of like orange juice and brut, you know, and the gold, like go together. I think it was made for
cocktail concoction. So a little after 5 drink, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I've had a hard day, but I don't want to go all the way into a cocktail with like Hennessy or something. You'd be like, you know, I'm bougie and shit. You know, excuse my language.
It's, you know, it's more drinkable too. Like, you know, you drink it too fast, so you get the buzz fast. So you gotta watch it. It's a sneak drink. So.
Okay, so take an aspirin if you do too many.
Right.
And then continue drinking.
Yeah.
Because you know, over 30, you're not over 30 yet. So
no, I'm not over 30.
Okay, so we'll give you a tip. This is a tip. When you're over 30, here's the tip. Pedialyte, and you will pop up the next day like nothing ever happened.
Okay.
So, you're not there yet.
Hey, I'm juicing. I'm soaking up every game I can get. So I'm gonna take that into consideration. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. So the day you start to feel it, start popping the aspirin and the Pedialyte. And you just wake up the next day refreshed.
Yeah.
Because it does hit you one day like, ooh, what was that? Okay, I see you got a question.
You know I do.
Okay.
So, you, young CEO,
Mm-hmm.
one of the largest wine brands in the United States. You know what I'm saying? You got the big brand behind you, rapper like Jay Prince. You already know. So what advice do you have for young CEOs, entrepreneurs that's coming up behind you, that's looking at you, looking at what you're doing? Like,
yeah. So
what do you tell them? You know what I mean?
Networking is the key of everything. You know, you can building relationships with somebody is the biggest thing you can really do. You know, whether you know them or not. You know, you can be in the sauna, ask somebody, some old man, hey, you know, how was your workout? Or, you know, is it hot in here? You know, some Jurassic, you know, some crazy. And then you have to spark off a conversation like that. And, you know, he ended up being a CEO of a, you know, company, you know, or something like that. And you start explaining what you're trying to do. And, you know, y'all link in from that, you know, or he actually, you be, you know, an assistant of his, they don't, you know, however it go, you know, it's networking is the main key that you can really do to do anything. And marketing is another thing that I would tell somebody to make sure that you have a good marketing team and a good team that's backing you up.
It's very real.
Yeah, you can't do everything yourself. You don't know everything about everything. I don't know the criteria for doing any kind of marketing, you know, so we got a marketing team. I'm not the best wine connoisseur, you know, a sommelier, you know, anything like that. So I hire some guys to taste it to make sure that they like it as well. It could be good quality, you know. So, you know, you gotta invest and you gotta market and you have to network. That's the main thing that I can tell people to really do.
That's definitely a gem. I tell a lot of guys come to the studio, I'm like, talk to each other.
Yeah, facts.
Be divisive. You don't have to have beef. Like, talk to each other because you have a skill that can help him out, and he has a skill that help him, and y'all both can come together and make something. You know, but yeah, like you said, networking is definitely key, and it's definitely important and paramount to have a successful business. Because you can't do it all by yourself.
You can't. You know, and you can't be selfish. You know, you gotta take in. You know, you gotta take in any kind of critiques. You know, and you gotta fix them. If it's a good critique or a bad critique, you know, it's whatever it is. Like, you know, you just gotta accept it and learn from it and move forward and, you know, grow.
Yes.
Very true. And I would just piggy on that whole networking thing. And like, even with this whole podcasting, like, we didn't know anything about one, podcasting, two, wine. I went to college and I drank wine.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, that's all I did. And if it wasn't for so many amazing people who knew other stuff, like he knew how to do like some of these technical skills about recording and engineering. So like the actual episodes that we actually record sound good. I don't know nothing about that, but that's what he does, you know? And
Exactly.
like, if it wasn't about these conversations and talking to people, how to actually record the stuff, you know, on Instagram Live, you know, like if we didn't know and talk to people, where would we be? You know, I'll just be another drunk black girl talking about wine with her friends at brunch. You know what I mean? But like now, here's the opportunity to talk to people, to give them a platform to amplify the work that they do as business owners, because that's the goal, right? It's not just to talk and drink wine, it's to talk about people who are doing something that they love and that is creating some sort of economic, you know, wealth for their family and opportunities for their community. That's what this is all about.
Absolutely.
Wait, we got smart right there, so we got to come back.
Yeah.
No. But that's good.
Speaking facts though, so you know, it's, you know, people need to learn and everything, you know, so.
That's true. I think we all need to sip on that. Yeah. Cheers to that. Networking.
My glasses.
Let me just.
Networking.
Yeah, help me out.
Oh, there we go.
That's all I get.
Yeah.
All right,
cheers. Because he's like gulping. We gotta catch up.
I'm sorry.
No, you made a cocktail and everything. That's another thing. Like,
I know it's good.
Make cocktails. It seems like okay. So what's another cocktail you make out of rosé? Like, so that's your first favorite. I feel like you got maybe 2 or 3 more that you go to.
No, I really don't. You know, I love drinking it by itself for real. You know, it's that good.
It is good by itself. It is.
I don't really mix it with anything else, but I might mix it with some pomegranate every now and again, but most of the time it's the raspberry lemonade or it's just drinking it straight.
Okay, so then let me ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your favorite 2 places to drink? So like not necessarily like a destination, like a name of a place, but like club, outside, fireplace, you know, a lounge, you know, at home, watching the game. So like where do you find your zen when you drink?
So I'm gonna just give you 2. Well, obviously the first one is home, you know, watching the game or, you know, chilling with the family. You don't even know, it don't matter what, you know. And socializing, you know. Socializing and drinking is the, you know, the 2 things of, you know, networking too. You know, you get comfortable, you know, that's how it's easy, you know, especially with people who, you know, social anxiety, you know, just take a couple of sips and loosen up, you know, and it'll be all good.
True. Okay, but are you a party person? Like, are you
Not
dude at the club that's like, yeah?
No, not really. I get
I can see that being you.
I mean, he the
But
boss.
you could
He's laid back. He's the boss. Man, he can't be doing all that partying and jumping around. He got to make sure everybody on their point. And, you know, you got to see what's going on. So, you know, the way he enjoys himself a little bit different than everybody else. Okay,
because, you know, I try to read the tea leaves, but, you know, everybody loosens up at their own way. And I'm like, where do you lose it? Like, is it on your 12th drink? Is it like your 5th drink?
I'm a big guy. I can take a lot, you know, alcohol. I can, you know, my alcohol is levels is high. You know, I can probably go up a whole bottle of loyalty and be good still. But I don't drink and drive, so if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna be at the house, you know. So
good, very smart man.
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's the best
driving. We do not enjoy drinking and driving.
You getting lit and then going to bed. You don't gotta drive. You don't gotta drive nowhere. Just walk straight to the bed, or whatever you
Or
need
just
to do.
play on the couch.
Yeah, go to the couch. That's the best feeling. Who want to drive home after drinking so much, or almost I don't got a chance to get no DUI or DW. I don't got time for all that.
No one has that kind of
I'm
Right.
gonna just sip on my loyalty at the house and watch a game or two and go to sleep or play Call of
That makes sense. Okay, so here's a random question. Very random. Did you watch Squid Games?
Not really. I watched the first episode.
You weren't into it.
I couldn't get into it.
Oh.
My girl was watching it, so I kind of eavesdropped when she was watching it.
Okay.
I don't want to really talk. I don't know if people watched it on this listen, so I don't want to ruin anything. But
I was gonna ruin it.
because I think I watched it one, skipped all the rest of the stuff, and went to like episode 6. That's when she was watching it, so I was like,
okay. So you one of those people. I watched the first and the last, and then
yeah, not even the last. I feel like I didn't miss anything. The 2 to 3, 4, 5, I didn't miss nothing. So
didn't. Like, do you feel like you missed anything?
I think with Squid Game, right, it's the shock value of the show.
That's all it was.
Like imagine like you play like all those games you used to grow up as a kid playing, like the floor is lava, right? But imagine like people actually got their feet burnt off. It would change the whole complexity of the game. So I thought that a lot of people got roped into the shock value. You get shot for moving at the red light. Come on, that wasn't a rule. Was that a rule back in the day?
I mean, nobody got shot because like we're all alive.
Right, that
Because
wasn't
we all went red light, green light, but none of us actually. Because we
you
got
gotta
here.
walk to the end and sit down or something if you lost. It wasn't that serious.
Yeah, we would have to sit. Like that's at the most. You're right. They'll be like, go sit on the side, and you gotta watch. Like you'll be like,
right.
But like, the lives we're taking, in real life. Okay, because I was gonna ask a question of, would you two be willing to play Squid Games?
What I would
in real life?
Would I choose? Would I choose to play Squid Games?
Would either of you choose to play Squid Games?
I'm asking you, bro. No.
Yeah.
No, he's not gonna do that.
No, absolutely not. It's not. No.
Come on, we have way more than this.
And I feel like I could beat every game though.
I mean, I feel like in a way we are living it.
Nah, I'm not even gonna say that because that game when they, sorry if I'm spoiling y'all. That game when they was on that glass though, no, couldn't be me.
That
one was like,
I hate heights. Like that one
couldn't be me. So like, okay, they thought of some games for sure. Like, who think of that? So I'm like, no.
That was not a kid's game, by the way.
No,
I don't know what kid game that was.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They were like, but that's not no hopscotch. That was like, you want me to make a decision between glass and plexiglass? That's adult decisions. Like, that's workplace decisions.
Nah, I'm not doing it. I can't play that game. They can have it.
Yeah, right?
They can have that and that money.
Yeah, I was like, nope. I was not about to do that. Okay, so enough about Squid Games. Okay, back to wine. The only reason I asked that is because I feel like that's how like people really like hop into businesses, right? Like it's like a all in, and it's like a gamble, with business. Like you go all in, and unfortunately, it is a game that you do with your business. And I feel like, do you feel right here? Here's a segue. I always got a point, right? You like that? Do you feel like when you guys went into this wine that you guys were like, okay, we're trying it. Now, of course, you guys weren't like betting your houses or anything like that. But do you feel like you were like, oh, we're trusting someone. This guy came up to us in the club. We've been here before. It's because of who we are. You guys have a lot of notoriety. You guys have a huge name in the world. People know who you are. You probably get catfish. Is it catfish? Shark Tank? I don't know. People like you out with fake deals. I'll just use the words all the time. And did you feel like maybe this guy could have been fake, or like has that like ever happened? Because like this is huge, and like for it to turn out to be real, thank God. But like, were you nervous? Because I would have been like, somebody run a credit check on this food.
I wasn't nervous because before I really, brought it to Jay to have the meet, I felt them out, vibed them out, and, he showed me the warehouses that he had and all that type of stuff. So, of course it happened to people, multiple times, but it's, you know the respect that Jay Prince get around the city, and if you rap a lot or anywhere, it's all about respect, and it's good business, so nobody really play like that when it comes to that type of stuff. So, he was legit, he was a legit guy, and he knew what he was talking about. So no, I wasn't nervous at all. It's like connecting it's like connecting dots, from 1 to 9. When you get to 9, back to 1 to finish that last dot to see what you created is lovely, right? So that's kind of what it was whenever I did that with everybody that I had involved with the loyalty wines. Everything just fell right into spot. So it wasn't nervous at all.
Wow, like that's amazing, because I always just have this like.
Yeah.
I am. I'm from Chicago, okay? So like I always think
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Chicagoan. Like I can't help it. Like from Chicago, we always be like we always be looking at our side eye.
Yeah, no.
I think you're Southern, and it's not making Southern people seem away, but I think it's more like you guys have a more trusting, like, prove me wrong, whereas Chicago people are like, prove me right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I get
Like,
it.
you guys are like, yo, I think you wanted something, this could be something, and we're like, no, whatever you do to me has been done to you.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work for us. That's why we got our Kelly situation happening. Okay, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox. I've been drinking, so I told you this about
good.
Definitely is.
Okay, you got a question?
Well,
actually, wait. Let's ask. Do you have a question?
Yeah. So how hard was it? Whenever you started your podcast, because I remember you telling me I need to start one after we got off the phone that day.
Yeah.
Was
it was hard.
Rough?
Rough? It was.
I actually like the name though, the Rosé Hour. Like that's a dope name, and it's hard to come up with names. Like I can tell you, it's hard to come up with names. Like you get writers get writer's block, you get name block whenever it comes to creating any kind of name. When it comes to brand stuff like that. So, what made you come up with the name the Rosé Hour?
So without going too far back, because it gets a little crazy. We talked about, okay, this was going to be a podcast about how do we talk about educational things and bring people together to talk about what they do, right? And this is pre-pandemic. So we wanted to do that. It's like not red table talk, but like esque, if you will, right? We want to bring people so they can put their stories out there. Because again, we want to uplift other people. We want to amplify stories, what people have done, especially people of color, women, all of those things, right?
Yeah.
And then we're like, well, we drink wine, and like wine is central. And then we started talking about, well, we go to happy hour all the time. And more specifically, like one thing that, I'm the queen of is I know where all the good happy hour specials were at the time. You know how it was. I'll be like texting people like, okay, this place has $20 bottles of champagne. Meet me here. And it'll be like 40 of my friends will meet on time after work at 5 o'clock on the dot, and we'll be like racks on racks on racks, buying bottles, and then like I would just know where all the spots were, And I wasn't like a promoter. I wasn't on that life. That ain't me. I just wanted to go have a good time, tell people where to come, and like we just drank our woes of work. Like it's stressful. Let's have drinks. Let's have fun. And so, longer story short, my favorite drink is rosé. So I was like, it's an hour that you get for a happy hour. So why don't we just make this a rosé hour where people come, they talk, and we drink rosé. And so from there, we thought that's what it would be. But then the pandemic happened, and we were like, oh, we can't actually meet up. So like DC shut all the way down. So we had to pivot, and then we were like, well, we don't really know much about rosé. So then we started reaching out to winemakers, and like the love that we got from winemakers and companies was so crazy. We were like, well, maybe this is what Jesus wanted. So we were like, let's talk about wine, and more specifically rosé, and this is what it is. And we just have been helping people amplify their stories and talking about how they fell in love with wine and why they do what they do. And it's been so not only helpful for us, but so many other people, and especially like Black and brown people, as to like how they got into the wine business, but helping other people learn about how to get into it as well. And it's just been impactful. And like we're a year and 4 or 5 months in, and we have like over 20,000 listeners, and we're over 20 countries. I'm like, praise God, like wake up.
That's good.
So we're here.
I like that.
It is. Yes.
We gonna keep talking and drinking, Jews.
And so with you, you say you're an engineer, right? You're an engineer?
Yes, sir.
And so you got the studio, correct?
Yes, sir.
How long you been engineering, and how's that going for you? I know it's fun.
I'm glad you asked me that question.
Yeah.
So, my engineering story started back when I was maybe 12, like right after my dad died, and mom was like, you do whatever you want, as long as you graduate high school, you don't get locked up. I'm like, bet. So me and my homeboys were on the way, we would record music. So I went out to Radio Shack, I saved my allowance money I was hustling up. And I got me a karaoke machine, right? And I got a Casio keyboard, so my pops would come in and make the beats, and we can record our records. So we started this record label called Bloodhound Records back in the days, I don't know, 20-some years ago. And I would record the tapes, and I would sit up all night after they recorded their records. I would take the records and dub the tapes all night. I would just sit up all night and dub tapes, and the next day I would go to school and go around the way, and I would sell these tapes. So like that was like I was doing that. I was also selling comic books and like candies and stuff. So that was like my way into like the industry, because I wanted to be a record executive.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like Jay Prince. Like, I was looking at, I'm like, Jay Prince is my stepdad. He don't owe me no child support or nothing like that. But I would love to have a conversation. Because with all seriousness, it really inspired me. To do what I was doing at 13. I was putting out artists. I was selling records. You know what I'm saying? And but that really got me into it. So what I understood was like, man, the recording cost is the most expensive thing. So I have to learn how to do this to cut costs as a record executive.
Yeah.
So that put me down this whole slippery slope of learning how to record. And then the entrepreneur in me is like, well, hey, Ben, you know how to record. People ask you to record music. Well, let's make it a business. So cool. I started doing that, and I joined the Marine Corps when I'm 17. I go away. And while I'm over there, I'm like, well, I can record music. So I start ordering stuff, while I was in Garrison over there. And we put out this record. I met a Marine over there, a young gentleman, and name was Chad T. So we put out a record, So What, I'm White. And that was my first endeavor, into actually like recording digital recordings and putting out a record. And then from there, I just started doing music and became with Fair Studios, and and now we're moving. You know.
So when did you start?
We just got to throw. Sorry,
Hmm?
got to throw one more thing. Last year, like Fair Hill Studios won an award for DMV's best recording studio, and it's in the basement of our home. And so, like, that's huge because there's like multi-million-dollar recording studios out here in DC that lost to a recording studio in our basement. So I just want to throw that out there. So, like, we're turning our house now to a full-blown recording studio, hence us living in this apartment now. Because we're going full-blown for it.
Yes, fully committed to it.
Beautiful.
Amazing quality from it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, so you started in Chicago or you started in DC?
I started in DC. I'm born in DC,
Okay.
born and bred in Southeast DC, so yeah.
We met here.
Okay.
And he pursued my likeness.
Okay.
And so he has acquired my lady attention.
Yeah.
And so we are now the dynamic duo.
Let's do it. So now,
Beautiful.
That's checks and get this thing bigger.
Yes.
Yes.
To generational wealth, like you
Right.
guys are doing.
Right.
That was another reason why I wanted, start, in the liquor business, because it's from generation to generation, so I want my kids or grandkids, great grandkids to, take on something that, that what we created, because it's something beautiful. Like, it's literally something beautiful, and I'm proud of, it's like my baby. It's like one of my babies, And I got two of them, so it's like one of them too as well. You gotta nurture.
It literally is.
I always describe like business that you start, it's like an incubated baby, right? You go in the ICU and you sneeze in there, you can kill it. You can kill it. Like it's easy to kill a business, when it's first starting. So you gotta mind the details and make sure that you dot your I's and cross your T's and make sure you're paying your taxes.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to my.
Pay your taxes.
Pay your taxes.
Yeah, pay your taxes. Yeah, for sure.
Wait. We all take a sip on that.
Yeah, I'm out, but I'm gonna go.
No, you got to, man, because they don't play.
I know. As a lobbyist in the District of Columbia, who is a small business owner herself, this year I found out about taxes. And I was not happy when I saw my tax bill.
My brother in here going crazy, man. What's up, Hamad?
Oh, tell him hello. Does he want to join the chat? Does he want to join the live?
I don't know. Let's see what he says inside.
Hey, you want to join the live? What's good? Tell us, hey, hit the request to join if you want to join, bro.
Come on in here, man.
Because we are all about the fun. We are not targeted to the party. We are about the party. Our dog has passed out and is snoring, so if you hear anything snoring, it is not either of us with hypertension or anything. It is our dog. He is
hypertension.
Yeah.
Funny as shit.
Our dog is snoring loud as hell. I'm not sure what the camera picks up, but he is snoring very loud.
No, it's all good. I can't even hear it, so.
It is so loud.
My man getting over there.
It is so loud. This is how you know you've been drinking some good wine, because you're like, yo, I am tipped. This loyalty.
So what is the alcohol percentage on a rosé?
Oh yeah, what's the alcohol?
I love to ask that.
For the rosé, I don't want to lie to you. I want to say it's 12. It's 12%.
Hey, for those out there watching, 12% on a sparkling is pretty damn stout.
Yeah.
And if you are doing your COVID recovery weight loss program like I'm trying to do, that 12 is like 18.
Mm-hmm.
Hungry. It's different.
The red is 14.5.
Wow.
14.5.
It's good. Like it's a high percentage, but it's like it ain't that. It's good. It's a
but
good.
You can't feel it until you felt it. It's like you stand up and you're like.
14.5 is going to hit
Like
14.5 is gonna hit you hard.
no, because I remember when I stood up. Remember, I was like, because I do this moment.
And it was probably glass too, huh?
Yeah, it was like a glass and a half.
Yeah, 14 and a half.
And I'm 5'2", and I was like,
but it's a good grape though. You know, it's literally 30 miles from Bordeaux. I mean, yeah, not Bordeaux. Well, yeah, it's Bordeaux. Yeah, 30 from Bordeaux. So.
listen, Jesus. When I stand today, I'm gonna wait a minute.
So, have you ever like this? One of my things on the bucket list, right, is to go into those big ass like things and step on grapes. Have you ever had opportunity?
Oh, stomp grapes.
Yeah.
What?
Have you stomped grapes before?
No, never.
We gotta have a grape stomping party. Like, we get a big ass barrel, put some grapes in there, you know, have some wine,
Have
some music, and like we just stomp grapes.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, we're going to Fred to your boy's vineyard.
And we're gonna set this up.
So we're gonna stomp some grapes.
Yes.
Oh, and okay.
Somebody said toe fungus.
Okay, first of all, get a pedicure, and you don't drink the grapes. They don't do anything. So that was back in the day of the process. Now it's just for
I'm
fun.
sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
You're like, I'm so nervous. Okay. Oh, and Dilla. Hey, Dilla. That's Chi-Town's finest, one of our homeboys. Brother from another mother. Hey. Yeah. So no, you do the stomping as formality of like the old school tradition. You don't drink the grape.
I don't know. I mean, what's a toe fungus?
No. That is nasty.
That's gross.
That is disgusting. Stop it.
Hamad crazy, man.
I told you it gets crazy, right? I did warn you, right, Josh?
Yeah, close to the bottom, we started tripping, bro.
Okay.
I'm glad you're here.
This is the best interview I've ever seen. This is the most ridiculous.
Hey, come on, join the live, man.
Yeah, do you want to join the live?
Come on, man.
I feel like he should join the live.
He should.
Yeah.
But ask him if he wants to join the
Listen,
live.
if he join the live, y'all gonna be on here for like another 3 hours.
Hey.
I don't have to be at work until 8:30.
Hey, we
And it's virtual, so.
we can pull it out.
Hamad.
No, but this is great.
Let's toast Hamad. Let's toast for Hamad.
Yes.
Hey, let's do it.
Wait, you took a sip. You would want to toast it.
Hey, there you go.
I gotta make the second
Okay.
myself because I don't have nothing to toast against. So.
No, hit the phone. Okay, so Josh, we definitely have to have you come to DC, bring the whole loyalty crew. We have to have you guys here because DC, the DMV, and Chicago, we gotta set that up too, because we got some people there too.
Okay.
Because loyalty, I mean, come on, this wine is so amazing, and you see what it's doing to us. If someone watched the progression of this show, they will see like, dang, they got loose.
Quick, and my speech is slurred. I know it.
We are here for it. We love it. We love it. We
Yes.
love it. Loyalty Wines.
Yes.
We want to celebrate it more. We would love to have it in person. It is delicious, scrumptious. It is the beautiful rosé that we love. And this is what we're here for.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Josh?
Nice. Yeah.
Shaking your head.
I love it. Like I love it. Like literally, like it's a beautiful thing, you know. When y'all let people come on your platform to discuss their, you know, what they done did, and you know, it's a beautiful thing, you know, teaching everybody else what to do and how to do it, you know. So it's a beautiful thing for sure.
I think we should end it now.
I think she's wasted.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
wasted.
Hey, I'm getting close. I'm buzzing. Thank you, Josh, because this wine is strong. We got to the bottom of the bottle.
Wait. Can you show us where you are at your bottle?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta kill it. You gotta kill it.
I'm gonna kill it. All right.
We want you to kill it. Come on and kill it.
Oh.
Oh.
Look at that.
Come on, you're like a gladiator.
Like it was nothing.
You're on. Like, come on.
I'm a Texas boy.
Come on. You can do it. You can do it.
He did
You
it.
can. No, he's got more to go.
Oh, for real?
Yes. Kill
Okay.
the bottle. Kill the bottle. He's going to kill the bottle. No, you
Hey,
put it in your cup.
I'm not gonna kill it, but you know.
That's why we're laughing.
Yeah. I might sip on it after we get done, you know. So
Yes. Okay, so one more time, how can people order Loyalty Wines?
yeah, so you go to loyaltywines.com, or you can go on my bio. You can go on the Loyalty Wine page bio, click the link, and it'll take you straight to the site.
Yay! Thank you, Josh, for joining us tonight for this amazing Instagram Live happy hour. Yay!
We gotta get you in DC.
We gotta get you in DC. And next month is my birthday month, my 40th, so we should have you here for the 40th. Just saying.
We're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out, okay?
Yes.
Do it.
All right. Well, thanks, Josh.
All right.
All right, brother. Be safe.
Cheers. Yay! Such a great show. Josh was amazing. This was probably the most lit y'all ever seen us since the beginning
Since the beginning.
of the podcast.
When we were falling asleep. Yes.
But we must bid you all adieu because this was a great show. Lots of great wine. We will be back next Thursday. No, we won't be back next Thursday. We'll be back next Thursday. Yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah, but we'll be doing something else.
But we'll probably come live from that event for a few moments with Coach Stephen.
Right.
From the rooftop of DC. And we'll talk about Coach Stephen. And we will also have some new episodes of the podcast coming out. So stay tuned. Lots of great stuff. Please, if you don't follow us already, follow, like, subscribe. Also, if you want to see this again, it's going to be on YouTube. So check us out on YouTube tomorrow. Our YouTube channel is growing. We're doing more. We're doing much more. So follow. And with that, Bartender Ben.
We're out like a light switch. Peace.
Thanks, guys, for watching. This has been so much fun. Thank you, guys. Bye. So long. Farewell.